Noni Madueke has been a naughty boy. He's been a silly guy. He's moving mad. Now, the question is, as a Chelsea fan, right, should we be crashing it on Noni Madueke? First of all, after his performance in the Champions League. And second of all, as an ex-Chelsea player, my immediate reaction is, leave him alone. He's a football player. He's ex-Chelsea. If he wants to run crud on Chelsea, if he wants to talk crazy about Chelsea, let him. That's up to him. But I will say, there needs to come a time where Chelsea FC gets their pride back, because we can no longer allow things like this to continue. Chelsea Football Club can no longer allow players to leave their club and disrespect them openly. It cannot be allowed to go on. And I believe Xabi Alonso is going to do a great job of restoring some of that pride and sense of self-worth around Chelsea, so that this never happens again. What am I talking about? I'm talking about recently ex-Chelsea player Noni Madueke, after the Arsenal parade, or during the Arsenal parade even, after the failure of Arsenal to capture their first Champions League trophy, was spotted on Instagram posting. This is really important, because when you read what he said, it's incredible to see a lack of self-awareness like this. So this was the tweet that Noni posted most recently after the parade. He posted a picture with ex-Chelsea Academy product Declan Rice, and Noni posted on Instagram. He's obviously now turned off the comment section, but it is what it is. I understand. He's posted on Instagram. In fact, smart guy turned off the comments, because bro, people these days, he would have got flamed. He posted champions. Fair. You could post that. Nothing wrong with that. Go on, Noni. Like, talk your talk. Do you know what I mean? Do what you got to do. Yeah, you're Arsenal now. You're a gooner now. Yeah, you're a gunner. Talk your talk. He's gone on to say, while others are tweeting and posting. I'd love to know what Noni meant by this. I'd love to know who he meant when he posted this. Now, naturally, when you speak ambiguously, you open yourself up for interpretation, for critique, and you give avenue and room for people to assume what you meant by what you said and who you intended to address. I think this is a very, very interesting post by Noni Madueke, just because I think, to be honest with you, for all the time that he was at Chelsea, he was actually quite fairly critiqued. He wasn't a player that was a 7 out of 10 performer every week. He wasn't consistent. He had episodes where he would do things that we didn't approve of, right? All fun and games when we go to Wolves and win, that he's posting this town is rubbish. But actually, when you think about it professionally, do you want a player doing that? Player might say it in a changing room, might even say it to their friends, might even say it in an interview on a podcast once his career is done. But posting from your burner account and mistakenly posting it on your main account that you're in the city is rubbish. Noni got away with that because he scored 4 goals that game. Or 3 goals, however many it was, against Wolves. Start of Maresca's first season. He got away with it. Or second season, whichever one it was. Yeah, he got away with that. Yeah? It was the start of the first season. Start of Maresca's first season now, because I'm thinking about it. Yeah? He got away with that. But that's the problem I've always had with Noni Madueke. Players like him and players like Havertz. Look at this post here. Declan Rice commenting, jealousy everywhere. Jealousy where? Who's jealous? I know certainly for me as a Chelsea supporter, I don't feel jealous of Noni Madueke and Havertz and Declan Rice. I may be jealous of Arsenal Football Club that they have those quality of players. And I say quality of players, really probably giving a lot of respect to Rice. Probably giving too much respect there to Noni Madueke and Havertz. And I'm being honest because I want to be honest, because what I want to be able to do is stand in their face if I see them in person and say the same thing I'm saying online right now. I'm very, very disappointed in this post by Noni Madueke. Because I think Noni Madueke is a better player than to have to do these things. You know, I think back to when Noni Madueke was at Chelsea and there was the incident. I think we might have been playing Everton. I can't remember who it was. We were up a couple goals and him, Palmer and Jackson were fighting over who was going to take the penalty. They brought the whole club into disarray, into disrepute. They made Chelsea Football Club look like a mockery. We blamed the manager at the time, said the manager needs to do better, needs to get more control. Really, when we think about it, it's the personality of the players. Yeah, you can say it's them being young, but while youth lends itself to making mistakes, I wouldn't say youth lends itself to making the same consistent choices to speak and operate in a way that shows a sense of grandiosity in your personality and also shows a definite sense of pride. And this is why I'm most disappointed in Noni Madueke as a Chelsea fan and as a football fan in general. Noni, you don't need to do this. Noni doesn't have to do this. He doesn't have to do this. By the way, Noni Madueke has just joined Arsenal. Noni Madueke came up through Tottenham's academy, probably hating Chelsea, moved to Chelsea after his time spent in the Eredivisie at PSV, right? Came to Chelsea, did an interview and said Chelsea's the biggest club in London. Joins Arsenal for a year and is now talking about, people are jealous. People are hating. We're focusing on working hard while other people are tweeting. No. You are paying attention to those people. You're looking for those voices. You are doing, in my opinion, what we call confirmation bias. I don't like this. You might even have a point that people are jealous, but are they really the people that are criticizing you, Madueke? Are they really the ones criticizing Madueke when he dribbles the ball out of touch? I want to speak so honestly that when I see these people, I can genuinely say these same things. I can have an honest conversation with them. I'm disappointed in you, Noni. I am. I'm going to be honest, bro. Because you don't need to do this. Just remember that when you played for Chelsea, you was dribbling out of touch. Yes, you had very promising potential, but on average, you weren't an 8 out of 10 every week. You was not an 8 out of 10 every week. Yes, Chelsea sold you. Yeah, that's what happens when you prove to a degree that you can't be relied on to be consistent every week. It happens. I respect you for going to Arsenal, getting your bread up and securing a trophy. I respect it. But don't then turn around and burn bridges, right? And, what's the saying I'm looking for? Your friend is saying, hey. How do you say it? You don't bite the hand that feeds you. Chelsea gave you an opportunity to shine. Listen, even at Arsenal, you're not the star boy. You might not be even one of the stars in the team. I'm happy for Noni that he went to Arsenal and after the villainization he got from the Arsenal fans, by the way, he then was able to come out with a trophy at the end of the season for his sake personally. But one thing I need Noni Madueke to drop as a footballer is this sense of pride, bro. Nobody hates you because you're you, bro. People dislike the fact that you sometimes act and handle yourself in a way that just stinks of pride. And it needed to be said because this tweet that I've shown you today is a disrespect towards Chelsea. And Chelsea need to do better because Chelsea need to find themselves in a position, in a place where these players can no longer disrespect them. This disrespect has happened because Chelsea have not properly made themselves accountable for the choices they've made and the position they're in. And Chelsea need to do better. That's just my opinion. I might be doing too much. You're going to let me know. So please do. Comment down in the comment section below and do me a huge favor. Subscribe to this video and hit a like on it. Okay. And hit the bell notification icon so you get a notification every single time I upload. I want to hear your thoughts and opinion. If I'm going mad, tell me I'm going mad in the comment section. Let me know I'm moving crazy. If I'm wrong, I'll put my hands up. But I think this stinks. I think this tweet from Madueke stinks. I'll be honest. Stinks. And if you're asking me, I think he needs to do better. Just my opinion. Anyway, that's all for me today in this video. But I'll see you in the next one, my Chelsea Blue brothers and sisters. Take care, don't stress and stay blessed. And I'll see you right away. Peace.